Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to No Man's Sky. Today I'm going to show you how to do the weekly number 3 event. It's pretty simple and it requires you killing sentinels. So it starts pretty easily. If you look into your quest log, it tells you to go on a marked planet. This should be where your actual base is located, and what you need to do is travel to a portal. In my case, the portal is right around over there. As you can see, it's on that planet, and Polo gave me some coordinates that I need to input into them. I'm gonna have to go and travel down there, gonna input them. You don't actually need to own any glyphs because it doesn't really matter. Whenever you go to a portal, as long as it's the one that is marked by the quest itself, you will be able to input those coordinates. So once you go there, just activate it and it should be the first option. Even if you're in a different galaxy, it's still gonna be available to you, and as a matter of fact, I believe that this will transport you straight to Euclid. At least that's what I'm hearing, and if you're like in a different one such as Eisentam, it will definitely bring you here as well. So pretty simple stuff. You're gonna reach this planet, and what you need to do is raid a manufacturing facility. That's how it all starts. You're probably gonna see a lot of people around, especially here in this footage. I was already playing it, and it was in the first few hours when the patch dropped, so of course there were quite a lot of people. I think this particular instance was even full, so pretty easy. I also got to talk with a lot of people, but as you can see, even the quest log points you towards that facility, and you will need to steal some blueprints. So yeah, just drop there and head towards the facility itself, and inside should be everything that you need. You don't need to complete any puzzles, you just need to blow up the door, which is pretty easy. You can do that with a bolt caster, with a pulse splitter, but you will alert the sentinels, so be careful with that. Proceed inside, activate the terminal, and it should be the first option available to you. You can download the data available, and once you have done that, all you need to do is head outside, and there should be more sentinels being spawned. What you need to do according to the quest marker is to destroy an advanced sentinel, so either the quadrupeds or the bipedal ones. You can kill any of these. Of course, for me it was the dog looking thingy that spawned, so I had to kill it. It was pretty easy, and it only works on these two, like the second and the third wave. It will not work on regular drones. You will need to destroy the more advanced ones, so it's pretty easy from here, but these guys can definitely take a lot of damage from afar, so you kind of have to flank them or get behind them because their weak spots are behind of them. It didn't matter for me because I had a fully upgraded multi-tool, but it can take a little bit of time. So once that is done, just head back to your ship and head over into space, because then you will have to talk to Polo once more, and he will contact you. You will hear that signal being transmitted to you. All you need to do is just enter your quick menu and then give the data to Polo, and that's pretty much it. That's the first part of the event. It's pretty simple. You can even head inside and check what the Quicksilver merchant has. He has a few cool stuff. You already saw the video yesterday. If you did, I'm gonna just go a little bit over them. My favorite one here is the personal robotic assistant. It's pretty similar to the one on the freighter, like in the main captain room. It's pretty sweet. You can put like 10 of these down, but other than that, you also have a few Diplo statues, a new dancing mode, which is freaking awesome. This has definitely been motion capped because it's it's pretty smooth and it doesn't look as if it was made by hand. But again, I've posted a video yesterday, so if you want to see this in more detail, go ahead and check that one out. But this is just the first part of the event. You can still continue to destroy some sentinels, specifically the advanced ones, to get a little bit more Quicksilver. Personally, what I did is just go back to my original system, because there is a place over there that lets me complete this very easily. So if you want to destroy advanced sentinels, of course you will need to do it on a frenzied planet, or a planet where sentinels themselves are frenzied, because this will ensure that you will always have waves of sentinels, and it will be easy to get 3, 4 or even 5 stars. Like I can just get an albumin pearl and they will spawn with ease. So first of all, it's just gonna be like a couple of easy drones, but then you'll move on to the bigger guys, so you can destroy these. I don't think you need to kill more than one, but I just to make sure, I kinda went overboard and fought several waves of sentinels, and specifically the bipedal ones. The quest marker didn't appear for me, but I think only one sentinel needs to be destroyed. So you see me over here taking down these sentinels, and this bipedal one, it's pretty easy. If you haven't done it before, just take down its defenses on the legs and then on the head, and from there on it's pretty much disabled. It can't really do anything to you, it can't even shoot anymore. For the most part it will just stand still for some reason, not sure why that is, but there is a nice little spot in the middle of its chest where if you shoot you will get bonus damage. So you can even see that on the screen right now. You can see some of the numbers being higher and in a different color. That is because it applies bonus damage to my attacks, so that is definitely good enough. I did continue killing a few more waves after this, especially since I wanted a little bit more nanites, because nanite clusters are pretty abundant in these scenarios. So if you like just fight them for 10 minutes or so, I think you can get 1000 nanites with ease. So it's one of the fastest methods, as long as you have enough upgrades to sustain yourself, to do enough damage to them. You're definitely gonna need full upgrades for this type of encounter if you're doing something like this. Personally, I went prepared, and you saw that when I got here. What I did is simply buy a ton of ferrite dust from one of the traders so I can build a lot of projectiles, and I have like a few thousand of them. That should definitely be enough for you, but you can burn through them pretty quickly. Like, they go so fast because you're shooting so many bullets. But once you kill them all, I think like 3 waves should be enough. If it doesn't work in the first wave, another couple of waves should definitely be enough. But once that is done, all you need to do is just head back to your ship, go in space, and Polo will contact you once more, transmit the data, and that is pretty much it. It will now point you towards the anomaly. What this does is basically it will complete the mission for you. It doesn't automatically complete when you transmit the data to Polo himself. You will need to go inside. As a matter of fact, as you can even see the marker here being shown on the screen, so it even tells you in the quest description if you check it out, but it shouldn't take you too long. Just go inside, go ahead and speak with the Quicksilver merchant, and you're basically done. It will give you like another couple of thousand, and it would be enough for you to buy whatever you want over there, at least an item or two. In my opinion, this week's event is a little bit underwhelming because there's not really much customization going on, so I'm not really sure what's happening, but for the most part I'm pretty content with the new emote, which is absolutely awesome. I love it so much. You saw it in yesterday's video. It was pretty freaking cool. It's so trollish, if I might say so, you wouldn't even believe. But that pretty much covers this week's event. After finishing it and speaking with the Quicksilver merchant for the second time, you won't have it in your quest log anymore, and I assume you don't have to do it anymore for this week. I did test it out and check the second day to see if the quest appears again in my log. It doesn't, so I presume you can only do it 2 times, but this is exactly how it happened up until now. You would do it the first time when Polo would direct you towards it, and then the second time if you wanted additional rewards. And that is basically it for this week's event. Just make sure to have plenty of upgrades, especially for your shields and your multi-tool damage. Second of all, also make sure to have a lot of projectiles at hand. It should be pretty easy to you. Ferrite dust is inexpensive, and a full stack of it can craft you like 500 projectiles. I think a couple of thousand of projectiles should be enough for you for anything that you're doing, for all of the encounters that you would be doing in this event. Also, I'm not sure if this event will be coming on the Xbox One and the PS4 today. It should definitely be here. Tell me if it's available on the main branch. I haven't played anything but the experimental branch, so I'm not really sure. I'm not seeing reports from people, but on the experimental branch I have already finished it, and if you're already there as well, if you finished it, you're pretty much done for the week. If you go back on the live servers, you're still gonna have it completed, so you're pretty much done with the event. On top of this, before wrapping this video up, I also want to mention the fact that there are a few quick fixes added by Hello Games on the experimental branch on top of the already existing ones, and I'm going to be reading them pretty quickly. So starting off, we have the issue where alien multitools change stats between 1.59 and patch 1.60, so this one was fixed as well. Then the second one fixed an issue that caused NPCs to all sound like Viking. I was kind of annoyed by this. There were always growls all over the place, so I'm glad this is finally done. Fixed an issue that caused the quick menu to open when using arrow keys. Fixed an issue that caused base parts to be placed accidentally while navigating the build menu. Fixed some missing audio in the Quicksilver shop. I have also noticed this and I thought it was a bug. fixed a number of issues with some Quicksilver decals, fixed an issue that could cause no dialogue option to appear when talking to Netta after finishing the Atlas path, and finally we have fixed a crash in region generation. But I hope this video was enjoyable to you, I hope it was informative, and if it was, a like and a subscribe would be definitely appreciated. Also don't forget about that notification button, and I will see you guys next time.